So what we're presenting here as part of the DoctorOnCall's effort to expand in the field of artificial intelligence is the AI factory for digital healthcare. And healthcare and wellness is the third system, the third SDG goals, right? One of the sustainable development goals. So this is going to be something very interesting. So let's get started here. So our mission in DoctorOnCall is to make healthcare accessible and affordable for everyone, right? To make a huge impact on our clients and make healthcare affordable for all of them. And I want you to keep this in mind when we discuss the proposed problem that we're discussing here, as it will help clarify why we chose the approach that we chose. So given the problem is, as I'm sure most of you can guess, is that the healthcare costs are very expensive, not just in Malaysia, but throughout the whole world, right? And it's becoming more and more demanding for patients to go and get into consultation sessions with doctors, right? Studies, as we found in Malaysia, shows that it would take you roughly 2 to 3 hours on average to get a consultation from your doctor, even though it takes only 30 minutes for the consultation itself, which is insane, right? And the idea is healthcare has been really slow getting into the digital field. And so here in DoctorOnCall, we hope to mitigate for these shortcomings, right? Because you have only one doctor in Malaysia per 16 patients, right? Which is an insane number and well over the WHO's recommendation. So we hope to mitigate this gap using technology and artificial intelligence, right? So again, accessibility and affordability, right? This is why we've invested in artificial intelligence, because it is bound to make this connection, right? So we're not just invested in the single project that I'm going to discuss today. We have many projects, including this little demo here that we have under development that can read your pulse with 59% accuracy rates, right? Which is pretty impressive and a very interesting algorithm for another talk altogether, right? But the reason we're invested very heavily in artificial intelligence is that it genuinely outperforms humans. Not only is it cheaper and scalable, so right, we can deliver it for many people across the whole world, but it's also much, much better and more accurate than a human performance, right? As you can see, this study would show you that artificial intelligence outperformed radiologists in detecting breast cancer. And so it's really an impressive and interesting field to be in. What we're proposing here is the AI factory. Simple user interface that will make it very easy for doctors across the whole spectrum and even simple users to build artificial intelligence models, right, for classification and diagnosis with a simple interaction with the user interface. So once the user gets into the system, they can choose between the different projects they have. And then once they get in, they'll see the screen that you see over here, right? They have the ability to easily define the classes, right? So if I, for example, want to build an HVI classifier, I'll define the different classes of HIV, right? And then I'll upload the images and I can easily toggle in between them. Then jumping into review and training, we give the user a data analysis on how good their data set is and how it is guaranteed to work, right? Its sufficiency. Next, during the training, we will present the user with a detailed accuracy model, right, for both the model's loss and its accuracy in real time. And finally, the user can test their model, see its evaluation, and once they're satisfied, they can deploy it, right? We can generate an API that we can then put it into our platforms, right? And we've already been using this sort of technology. We have a project that we call SPOTT, which is a simple classifier, really powerful, but simple in its usage, that will classify a given image as having one of those different types of skin cancer, right? So here is how it works. And this is, by the way, up and running, right? You can access it right now. You go through, you upload the image. It's genuinely very simple. You get the type of disease detected with its accuracy and a good detailed description, right? And then you can even hook you up to consult with our doctors or know what to do next. So the idea, again, is very powerful because it is very high in accuracy and we've already implemented it. And the goal is to now make it very easy for us to build those kinds of models, right? Where if you want to classify something like breast cancer in X-ray images to help doctors, because there's many patients for them to deal with, we can generate a platform and they can use it immediately and effectively, right? So again, AI screening, speak to a doctor online, get treatment immediately. We connect all of this together. And we'll just show you our ecosystem and how this is easy for us to develop, right? But the market is a huge market, right? It's a $15 billion market, right? With a tremendous potential where we can target users, right? Such as patients and doctors to aid patients, give them diagnosis and help doctors with their x-rays and with whatever they want to do, right? And with businesses, we have been affiliated with many businesses and they can genuinely use this technology to help with many things, because this can, by the way, also used in classifying or detecting COVID, right? So if we just augmented for voice detection, we have seen that it's plausible for you to detect whether a cough is a COVID cough or just a regular cough, right? Very potential. And we have one of the largest digital ecosystem around, right? And this is because, again, healthcare is way behind in getting digitalized, and we want to make it digital, right? We want to build this very complete ecosystem where we can interact with different companies and providers to give the patients a very efficient model that they can use and that they can interact, right?
Yeah, you have 30 seconds.
Yep, I'm almost done here. And so we have many achievements. We have achieved, we have been very renowned. We know what we're doing, and we have succeeded a lot, right? So as you can see, we have many achievements. And we have, like, the growth for this idea is huge, and we have grown a lot lately, right, because of the pandemic. So one of the key ideas that they will tell you for a startup to succeed is to leverage, right, a good moment, the right time to grow, right? And the pandemic was certainly an opportunity for us in the field of healthcare. And while many companies in Malaysia and around the world struggled to match the demand and all of the lockdowns, because our platform is by design digital, right? We managed to exceed and dominate the entire market. And so this is a very powerful idea that can very well be implemented. We have the tools to do so. We have one of the best teams in our AI team here. We're working day and night on developing those systems. And we have actually a huge team in DoctorOnCall itself that's backing us up. So we have the best of the best here. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this is our management team. We have a lot of people backing us up. Yep. So yeah, thank you very much.